Hey guys, welcome to Kulast Ravine. Today I'm bringing you a matchup between two Silver League players, Ididnt and Rage. So, the first thing that you should notice is Rage isn't doing anything, and he won't be doing anything for the first minute of the game. The match started and he was called away at the beginning and didn't pause it, and ends up with a little bit of a disadvantage in the first part of the game, but we'll see if he can come back from it. Ididnt, continuing to build drones, doesn't have a spawning pool down yet, but he is not behind yet. He still has plenty of time. Rage still sitting there, not doing anything, really. Continuing to get a disadvantage in this. Oh, there he goes. There he goes. He's back and he's starting to play again. Still not too far behind. Ididnt not making too many workers in his absence. He could have gotten a huge lead there, but ends up not doing very much. They're now back even in the supply count, and neither has put down a pylon or another overlord. And there goes the first pylon, getting Rage back into the game. And out comes more drones. And there's the overlord. There we go. Both players now still pretty much even. We've got Rage chrono boosting out more probes. We have the scout getting chased off by a probe. And do realize they are Silver League players. There's going to be some pretty telltale signs, like there's a drone that's being idle waiting for the Roach Warren. Could have gotten some extra minerals in that time, but that's fine. He's also getting his Roach Warren without a gas mining facility for Zerg, which for some reason I am blanking on the name. And out comes the first gateway for Rage. He is definitely not out of it yet. Little Zerg unit army for Ididnt. 6 Zerglings with the Roach Warren coming up, but he's not going to be able to use the Roach Warren without any gas, which is kind of a mistake on Ididnt's part. He won't be able to pump out those roaches right away. And realizing it, he goes straight in and gets that extractor. It is an extractor. My apologies. Second gateway coming down for Rage. That probe still poking around, probably trying to see if Ididnt has any expansions anywhere else, because he didn't see it in his natural. So very, very late on an expansion. Definitely not going for a macro style here from Ididnt. His queen is out. He is almost at the supply cap. Rage still ahead of him in that respect. Ididnt, realizing that he is supply captain, already making another overlord. That should be out soon, but it does send him back. Third gateway coming out for Rage. He's coming back quite nicely after his minute or minute and a half idle time. There's a zealot going down, either to poke or to get that Zelnaga tower. And it looks like he's just... No, he's going to poke. He is going to poke and see what Ididnt has got in his arsenal. Still pumping out Zerglings. He's got that gas now, 3 harvesters in it, and Roach is already out. That zealot is not going to be happy. Sees it and gets out of there. Assimilator down for Rage. More units coming in. Still chrono boosting out those probes, trying to make up that economic disadvantage that he had in the beginning. And as we see in the units tab, Rage is still very much behind in his army. Only 3 zealots versus 2 roaches and 8 zerglings. And not much coming out for either player. 4 roaches coming out for Ididnt, and only the cybernetics core and 2 more zealots for Rage. Very obviously in a disadvantage here. But Rage still having the resources to be able to pump out different things. Ah, there we go. There's some more Zealots. There's a Stalker coming out after this Zealot. Chrono boosting the gateway. Trying to get those units out faster, knowing that he's at a disadvantage in army. And here we go, second assimilator going down for Rage. Still doesn't have any sentries out. He's probably looking to get some with this second assimilator. More pylons going down for Rage. More roaches already out for Ididnt. He's in a very good position here, but for whatever reason, choosing not to go harass. And the bring it from Rage. Still no upgrades coming in from Ididnt. Warp gates coming in from Rage. Still bringing out those units. Still no sentries coming out. There's one in production right now. That's a really late sentry. Ididnt definitely could have pushed by now and taken some, like, a big chunk out of either Rage's economy or his army, at least to see what he's got. All he knows is that one Zealot, if he caught it, but he can only assume the worst. He doesn't really know what Rage has got. Still pumping out those units. Got another Roach. Layered tech on the way. Warp gates still coming out. Not yet finished. Twilight Council is down and coming out. Oh, here comes the push from Rage. Forgetting that sentry. He's got one sentry in the mix, and he just says, forget that other one, but it's coming down now, and it just stops. It just stops. I guess Rage saying, forget that sentry, we're just going to push in, see what he's got, see if we can do this. He hasn't pushed yet, so we might as well see what he's got, because he probably is expanding, but realizing he doesn't have that natural, he's probably very confused right now. He comes in, oh, he sees that army, and the Zerglings come in. That sentry not going to do very much with that force field, if anything at all. And Rage getting annihilated by this push. Ididnt definitely could have pushed much sooner. This is definitely the telltale sign of the Silver League that I was talking about. A wow by Rage. And finally, we're getting that metabolic boost and genial reconstruction coming out from Ididnt, finally pushing up, and Rage even saying that someone forgot to early harass. Yes. So the Roaches finally pushing forward. Just Roaches. There's no Zerglings mixed into this. He's just going for a Roach push. Rage does not have a robotics facility down. He is getting 2 more gateways coming out, and a forge trying to get those upgrades that Ididnt just doesn't have. Oh, force fields down, repelling the attack just a little bit, trying to get enough units out. This is probably it for Rage. This last push is going to annihilate him. The armies are just too stacked in Ididnt's favor. He has 22 Roaches on the field, where Rage just has 8 Stalkers and 2 Zealots, along with that 1 sentry, but that is not going to help very much, even with the Guardian Shield, if he puts it up. Oh, that sentry goes down without even being able to put up a Guardian Shield. Oh, that is very costly. Reinforcements on the way for Ididnt. Photon cannons going down, trying to get that extra help. Still not putting out any upgrades for Rage. And I think Rage knows that this is pretty much over. This last push is going to decimate him. 25 roaches, 4 zerglings. Those zerglings really aren't going to do much, but those roaches are just going to annihilate the rest of this army. Yeah, that's pretty much all that he can do. He's still got 4 warp-ins, but he's not warping in. He just realizes that this is pretty much over, but he wants to see if he can delay this, because I didn't, yet again, saying it is Silver League, and you never know, he might pull back because he thinks he has more army than he does, but I don't know. Oh, he's going in, comes back, just poking, not trying to risk any losses in this victory, even though it is very, very stacked in his favor. Cap of 90 supply to 64, 87 in use to 39. This is over. This is the push that is going to end it. Hydralisk in the mix now too. Ididnt with that pre-GG, very bad manners, but it's true. It was definitely over even before the push. And Rage saying the GG. This is it. Showing that Zerg, even on one base, can get by in the lower leagues. And Rage saying, work for your victory, pawn. Yes. But there it goes. That's the end of the game. Thank you guys for watching. I will have another one out between these two very soon. And I will see you next time.